All right. Hello. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Finally, I got the mic hooked up. Yeah. So I had like a nice mic, like a nice USB mic, but for some reason, the computer have a hard time recognizing it. So like sometimes I got on, and the I have to a few times I have to like record on the onboard mic in my laptop. So, hey, nothing is perfect. We try to make it work. The worst thing we can do is wait for the perfect condition, then do something. That means you will never get anything done. So, hey, it's better to be in existence and imperfect than be perfect and not in existence, right? Uh, Fan boost is minimum. Okay. We got to make do with whatever we got, and I'm just happy I'm here. I'm happy I am with you guys, and as you can see, I'm still like trying to get it organized. Like I said, I think it's much better to get it out to actually do something than unless something catastrophic happen. Um, it's better to get started, get the ball rolling, than not doing it at all. Right? What's the saying? It's better to be late than never. So I apologize for that. So I'm being more and more like a rock star. The only the only music concert I've been to was many years ago with Bob Dylan. Um, I was with a girl back then. Long story, not now. Um, but uh, I think I was at the University of Rhode Island Music, the venue there, the convention center. Um, Surprisingly, it wasn't like sold out. It was mostly filled. I think Bob Dylan at the time wanted to perform music for students. Um, we may need a student card to get in, or like students get like a advanced purchase, and he purposely made it out of the way from like major cities, so he will get mostly students from the area to go there. Okay, but my point is, the only time I've been to a rock concert with Bob Dylan, the concert itself is like 90 minutes, and he started like 90 minutes late. So I'm being more and more like a rock star. So I guess that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. So how's everybody doing? Um, okay. So it's been my birthday week, and having a good time, seeing friends, and enjoying the best part of birthdays. That means I don't have to pay for anything. So I may as well order the best of everything. So, it wasn't like crazy. Went to like a nice sushi restaurant on, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. And then last night we just had a bunch of friends. So we went to like a Chinese restaurant, and we just basically ordered like everything on the menu. So there was about like 15 of us at the restaurant, and the bill comes out to around $30 per person. So it was very nice eat. We pretty much ordered everything on the menu. So we just go on the appetizer and we told the waiter we want everything. Yeah. Um, I know you guys are in somewhere in Asia, and you don't feel this like this atmosphere when you're eating in a Chinese restaurant in the West, like in, I guess, in US or in Canada, where pretty much everybody knows each other. Like all the owners know each other, and for those of us who has been around for like a few years in the same place, we would know all the Chinese restaurants. We will know all the owners, and the owners will like know us pretty much, for especially for those of us who went through college at these cities, probably not as high quality as the places you would eat in Asia, but it's kind of like a friendly um, family affair, and all the parents of us kind of know all the restaurant owners. Um, if you need anything done, you go to a Chinese restaurant and then you sit around, like you spend some money, and then you chat with the waiters and then you chat with the owners, and this is how you get everything hooked up and ready to go. So yeah, it's kind of like a subculture of a subculture. Um, and if you know, so what we do in the US is we can order off menu. Like, so there's like a menu for mostly Westerner in English. You get your broccoli with like baked beans, and pak choy with beef, all the good stuff. And then if you know the restaurant well, and if they see that you're Asian, they will either give you like a Chinese menu, or you can just order whatever you want. And if they don't have the stuff, obviously they can't serve you, right? But like the chef would know what to do, and then they'll cook it, the way Hong Kong or China or Singapore do it. In any case, just waiting for people to stroll into the room. I apologize once again for starting late. Just have some driver's issue. So in any case, like there's a school of thoughts that said when you are when you have like a lot of astral energy, when there's a lot of spirits around you, because you are electromagnetically energized, uh, a lot of computers or electronics equipment will go haywire. And that is exactly what's happening this week. Like my mouse of like a month stopped working, my Bluetooth stopped working, my keyboard stopped working. I have to plug in a mechanical keyboard. The mic wasn't working. I haven't have to reboot my computer that many times. I have another mainframe computer that was on for like mostly like 12 years now, but like I had like all my password on it, so I haven't changed my mainframe. That one is completely blacked out. So yeah, I mean, in a good news sort of way, it shows that at least I'm powering up in astral form. And this week, I've been getting a lot of good reviews too. Most of them I probably shouldn't share, but there were a few ones that I got permission to share. I'll be posting these on Instagram, maybe as a story, or maybe I should just post it as a real post, right? I feel like if I just post it as a story, people won't read it. But I've been getting a few longitudinal feedback. That means like feedback from clients from years ago. Um, they're all telling me that they're living the dream life. Um, and as a testament to working with the spirit, right? They're all receiving things that money cannot buy. Like um, FG said, I love eating Chinese restaurants in other countries because it's interesting. Yes, I think like you are getting a taste of the local flavor in that restaurant, right? There's a lot of, in I think I don't know if it applies to entire United States, but in all the restaurants I ate, they will put a lot of soy sauce in the fried rice. It's almost like blackened fried rice when it came to you. You almost have to ask them not to add soy sauce to your fried rice, or else it would just be like this black gooey mess. And it happens to like a few restaurants too. Oh, yeah, so I was saying, when you ask for a spirit guide for like career or money advice, you would probably say, I want as much money as possible. You're going to say $1 trillion and $1 billion trillion, and you want six figure, seven figure, or, or you say, in even in the best case wishes, most people would say, a lot of people would at least say, I want to make six figure by the end of the year, or I want to make $500,000 a year by in 3 years, or um, I'll be at that level of that particular title, I guess, like chief of something or director of operations or whatever. That's great, and that is natural things to say. But when you ask your spirit guide, and when you ask a spirit to help you with a career, stay open mind. They have something better than you have in store, right? And it's often not the money figure. I think money is obviously important, and I also want to have as much money as possible. The lottery, the Mega Million lottery in the U.S. is up at around like 700 millions now, and I don't mind having that at all. I want that. I really want that, but your spirit guide could always deliver something more. This gentleman sent me a review. I'm going to post that on Instagram eventually. Um, he was having, I don't want to say too much of his condition, but like his spirit guide took him to Hawaii, and he's, I don't know how much he's making, but it doesn't sound like he's like seven-figure billionaire, that kind of status. But he told me he's been living his dream life. He got the job he wants that enabled him to do the things he wants during the day, and enjoying Hawaiian sun and having good relationships. There are a lot of people that have a lot of money but don't get to enjoy life at all. So, which brings us to the topic for today, which is spirit guides. Um, Today's hypnosis session, which we are about to start, is going to help you find and meet your spirit guide. And if you're working with a lot of spirits, you can also help you find your patron. Um, any questions with spirit guides or patrons before we start? So when you do black magic or Western ceremonial magic, if you're just joining us right now, you don't know what black magic is about. So black magic is more like finding a spirit that if Michelle Ang said, yes, you can pin that to the highlight. Yes, I will do that. FGFG says sweet and sour everywhere. UK Chinese, yeah, I've heard. I haven't been to the UK. I don't know if you enjoyed it. They love sweet and sour pork with pineapples. That's their idea of Chinese food. And crab rangoon. Have you had that when you were in the UK FGFG? Basically, they use wonton skin and they wrap cream cheese in it and add some like imitation crab meat, and then they deep fried it. Westerners love it. Actually, I think I have one or two really really spectacular crab rangoon, but most of them are just like deep fried, hard, solid shell with like half frozen cream cheese inside. Okay, yeah. So I was off topic for a little bit. So yeah, a spirit guide is a spirit that you often work with. Um, that you don't just summon it once and that's it. So like a lot of people when they read the book, it made it sound like um, it is all about during the ritual you summon a spirit and then they do something to you and then you dismiss the spirit and that's it. Um, Once you evoke a spirit, they will always be with you, and even before you evoke the spirit is always with you, right? So a spirit guide is probably like I could say a spirit that you have a lot of acquaintances with, and someone you actually connect in, like at least at a friendship level. And the spirit is going to continue to give you guidance, both as a evoked image or evoked entity, or just in a everyday kind of life that will continue to give you clues, right? So most of the time it's not as dramatic. You don't There's not like demon coming into your house, sit on your bed, and then like tell you what to do. Um, and the signal is always not that clear. But you'll be receiving a lot of the guidance from these spirits through your everyday interaction, right? Like sometimes in like a nice way, they will guide you in an internet search to places you want to go, or sometimes in a more coercive way, when you book a trip to let's say Paris or something, and they know that Paris is no good for you, they will try to interrupt your trip many times, like there's plane delay, or the hotel was canceled or something, and then it forces you to book like maybe a trip to Argentina or maybe something close. Maybe you're better off visiting, I don't know, like Sweden or something. That is part of the guidance. And you just have to like piece the whole thing together to figure out what the larger, bigger picture message is, right? Uh, a patron, actually, I got this question asked a lot, both on Instagram. Oh, so FGFG said we do have sweet and sour pork in Hong Kong and China, but UK everything is sweet and sour. Yes, I think that's sort of like the taste of the land in North America too. I guess in some cuisine, from what I've been told, is they like the food really sour, which is really not my taste. Yeah, but in any case, so like a patron is probably for people that work with a lot of spirits. So if you have one or two spirit guides, there's no need for patron. I mean, that's implied, right? But like a patron will be somebody who is highly experienced, usually an archangel. I would highly recommend only having an archangel as a patron figure because they are most experienced. Then they will introduce more spirit into your sphere. And a lot of times you don't even know you're working with like other spirits, but they were introduced to you by the archangels. Um, Archangels got their leadership role through merits, from what I've been told. It's not like God created an archangel and that was it. They have to go through their ranks, and the archangels are usually the most experienced intervening in human affairs, and or yeah, and the most in the same token, they are most skillful in interacting with humans and introduce. They kind of like to see it like a much broader picture. They would know what you can do or what you cannot do, and they try in their way to make sure that you are the opportunity presented you can reach, and you bring your long-term success and bring like the best possible outcome for yourself and for everybody involved, right? So um, especially if you have to ask about patrons, then I would highly recommend starting with an archangel. um, so the patron is somebody that could rearrange your astral space to bring in spirits, and they will also protect you from, I guess, like I don't want to emphasis too much on hexes or curses. I don't want to get people paranoid, or they will, yeah, protect you from hexes and curses, because hexes and curses are really just, spirit and astral energy sent to you in a malefic way, right? Um, they will the archangel will, quote unquote, tame uh, a demonic figure, which sometimes, if you work with a spirits that are not, uh, that are new to the human world, they would have like excess power, or they will think, something is good for you, but it's not. The archangel will fix that and align the energy. And at the end of the day, archangels are there because they are most respected. They can kind of order other spirit to do things, but it's mostly from my experience that the spirits in your sphere will look for leadership in an archangel. Like, uh, I guess when this spirit was introduced, humanity is we're on a very high hierarchical structure, like top down. Kings and dukes, and I don't know, squires, and then captains, and then you, right? So, but in reality, it doesn't work that way. So, I guess we are also applying management and leadership studies in the 21st century onto these spirits, right? So these days, I got a feeling from observation that uh, other spirits, like demonic or pagan or thing, if there's an archangel around, they will ask the archangel for direction to how to apply the energy. It's sort of like, if you visit like Uzbekistan or something, yeah, sure, you can get off the plane and you can walk around and you can like wander into the random restaurant and eat there. And I don't know, just point to any items on the menu, right? It is so much easier if you have a guide and the guide have a car and drive you around and take you to places. It's not like, and it's in your best interest to like follow the guides guidelines to take you to places. So it's sort of like how other spirits are interacting with archangels. It's not as much as the archangel could order them around, but it's more like these spirits want to help you. The archangel is going to give these other spirits directions on to how to help you. And also in these days, um, with the Reddit forums and things like that, a lot of people would have more appeal to demons because they were just more exposed to them. And sometimes they would also, most of the beginners, they will um, try to summon demons because they are there. I've been asked that question a few times. It's like, why do you need to summon demons? Because I guess like they don't think archangels are sexy enough for their needs. Um, First of all, it never delivers the way the books delivers, right? And B, if you're working with archangels, you're also working with like all the other friendlies demons too. It's included in the package. Like Boone or Asmodee or Azazel. All the spirit that you read it in Reddit form or whatnot. When you work with an archangel as a patron, you are naturally working with these spirits too, and many of them don't have names, and many of them were not documented in grimoires or whatnot, right? So we have burned about 20 minutes. Um, yeah, any questions about spirit guides before we start the hypnosis session? All right. So yeah, I finally finished editing one script that I put on YouTube. Hopefully, I have more time to edit more scripts and edit more these recordings, and I'll put that on YouTube and put them on IG when I finish editing them. So it really comes down to like sitting still for like an hour with my ADHD. I mean, like, who doesn't have ADHD these days, right? Like, but nobody wants to sit still for like 90 minutes or more and listen to your own voice making mistakes, and you have to keep going back and like deleting things. So it just takes a lot of focus to do it. It doesn't take any skills, but yeah. So when I have a chance, I will do it. Putting out more of these edited scripts, and I think like meeting a spirit guide is going to be like a good introductory session. Um, it could reach more people. When we do like Ascension or Dark Candolini or Serpent God ritual, those are very high, quote unquote, high end magic. And of course, like the few of us here would really enjoy it. But we'll probably get like 20 hits or something. Most people doesn't understand what's going on, and they will skip past it. But like when the title is meeting a spirit guide, I guess a lot of people will find Renaissance, resonate with it. Yeah. All right. So, any questions about hypnosis before we start? Any questions about spirit guide before we start? So once I start, we'll be off doing the hypnosis for about 20 minutes, half an hour. During this time, yeah, I haven't had enough sleep for like the last few nights, so like I'm kind of like running low on fume, which is fine. I find that when I am not as energized, my voice comes out better. Like I talk slower, I take more time to think before I say something. So like this is probably the best form of me doing a live stream and interacting with other humans. All right, all right. So we are starting the hypnosis guided meditation. So is this is Meet Your Spirit guided meditation hypnosis session. I want you to sit up straight with your feet flat on the floor. If you have your legs crossed, please uncross them now. Or if you are laying in your bed right now, that's fine. Just lay on your bed and cross your legs. Good. Now, without moving your head, I want you to find a spot in the ceiling and stare at it intensely. Trust my voice. Feel my voice with you. Notice the color, the shape, and size of the spot. Let your gaze linger, as if you can see through it, see through the spot deep inside. Your eyes are feeling tired and heavy, but don't close them too quickly. Just keep looking at that spot as I guide you. When I count backwards from 3 to 1, all your when I count backwards from 3 to 1, your eyes will close and we will journey together into the astral realm. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Close your eyes now and breathe deeply. Feel my presence beside you as we begin to drift into the astral space. The air is warm, soft, and inviting. We step into a lush garden, vibrant and alive. The grass is moist beneath your feet. The fragrance of flowers caresses your senses. Everything here pulses with life. I guide you further with my touch, very gentle and firm. As we move, you can feel the heat radiating from earth, the softness of petals brushing against your skin, and the warmth of the sun kissing your face. As we walk together, the garden around us is alive with energy. The leaves rustles softly as we pass. As I whisper to you, trust my voice. Feel the flow of this place. You can sense the deep vibration beneath the surface, on your feet. The earth's energy penetrating deep inside you, mingling with your own energy. Each step we take is a deliberate blend of rhythm. Each step we take is a deliberate blending with the rhythm of the garden. Feel how the ground presses against your Feel how the ground presses against your feet, solid yet unyielding, inviting you to release any tension. The warmth spreads through you, radiating from where we stand to deep inside your core. As you move deeper into the sacred space, the garden transforms. Now we find ourselves in a heavenly courtyard, surrounded by drifting clouds. The air here is light, almost tangible as it wraps around us. The clouds are soft to the touch, like delicate whispers on your skins. We move through the courtyard, and you can feel the contrast of the hard stone beneath your feet and the soft cloud that brushes against you. Each step brings you closer to a state of bliss as the cloud slips and slides around us, teasing and caressing, leaving behind a tangle that lingers. The courtyard opens up, revealing a magnificent heavenly hallway lined with countless doors. Each door is a pathway, a promise of something more, something deeper. The air is thick with anticipation, a mix of warmth and coolness that spreads across your skin. I take your hand, our fingers intertwining, and guiding you to the first door. The wood is smooth under your touch, the handle cool and inviting. Feel the energy, I whispers. Feel the energy as I whisper. It is all around us, waiting to be unlocked. You grip the handle, feeling is fir- you grip the handle, feeling the firmness, then a gentle release as you turn it. The door swings open. As you step inside, feel the rust. As you step inside, feel the rush of energy as you enter. The warmth of the hallway contrasts with the cool air inside the room, and you can feel it deep inside as the air mingles with your breath. The energy in this space is intense, a blend of soft and hard, warm and cool, wet and dry, all at once. It wraps around you, pulling you deeper, pushing and pulling, holding and releasing as you move through this space. Each step is a dance, a delicate balance of sensation. The wall seems to be beneath you. The air pulses with each breath you take. The energy is all consuming and gentle. It cradles you, caresses you, as you surrender to it. Feel it spreading through your entire being. The door around you are like whispers, calling to you, inviting you to explore deeper and to indulge the mysteries they hold. We move from door to door, with one opening to a new sensation, new experiences. Some are warm and moist, others cools and dries. Each one is a blend of softness and firmness, a dance of contrast that fills you with desires and yearning. You reach out, touching, feeling, caressing. As we explore together, each touch is a promise, Each caress, each touch is a promise, a whisper of something more, something deeper. Finally, we come to a door at the end of the hallway. It radiates a soft, inviting light, and you can feel the energy spilling out, warm and enveloping. You push the door open. As you step inside, you are met with a sensation of bliss. The room is filled with a soft, penetrating energy that spreads through you, wrapping you with a wrapping you like a warm embrace. You can feel it inside you, deep and intense, pushing out all tension, leaving only peace and contentment. I stand I stand beside you, our energies mingling, blending. This is your space, I whispers, a place of rest, of release, of pure, unfiltered bliss. You feel the room's energy pulse in time with your own, a deep vibration that resonates with every part of you. It's a place of surrender, of yielding, where you can let go completely. Feel the warmth, the softness, the gentle touch of everything around you. As, as you rest here, immersed in the energy of this heavenly space, know that you are safe, loved, and protected. Feel the warmth of my touch, the softness of my breath, the deep connection that binds us. Let go, release, and sink into this blissful state, knowing that I'm here with you, guiding you and holding you. Sleep now, deeply, deeply hypnotized, with the energy of this space inside you, feeling so good. That's right. As you rest in this serene space, a warm presence begins to emerge. Out of the mist, Dion appears with his long, flowing black hair, framing his face, his designer glasses highlighting the deep, dark eyes with wisdom. His voice is calm and soothing, reaches out to you. Come with me, Dion whispers, extending his hand. You feel the warmth of his touch, soft and inviting. As you walk together, the hallway opens up to a celestial chamber filled with soft, golden light. The air is warm, carrying a deep vibration that pulses through you. You sense the presence of others, your spirit guides, your patrons, waiting to connect with you. This is your place of connection, Dion says, guiding you gently. Here you will meet those who have always guided you. Trust them and trust in this journey. As your spirit guides and patron reveal themselves, you feel the energy surrounding you, mingling with yours. Each brings a unique presence, a deep love, and an unbreakable bond. Dion stands beside you, his presence steady and comforting. You are safe here, he whispers. Let the wisdom and love fill you. The connection is strong as you stand in this chamber, enveloped in love and trust. You know you're exactly where you're meant to be. Take this connection with you, Dion says softly, his voice filled with assurance. Let it guide and strengthen you. As the chamber fades, You feel the energy of your guides and Dion still with you, deep inside. Breathe deeply. Let their presence envelop you and drift into a peaceful sleep. And drift into a peaceful sleep, filled with love, trust, and wisdom. Sleep now. Sleep deeply. With the connection of your spirit guides and Dion's presence inside you. Feeling so good. That's right. You find yourself standing before a large, ancient door, its surface weathered with warm, edged with symbols of power, protections, and secrets long held by the cosmos. As you approach the door, you feel the energy radiating from it, a pulse of ancient wisdom that resonates deep within your being. This door is a threshold, a gateway to another realm, a place where you will encounter your spirit guide, where the journey of discovery, protection, and deep, intimate connections begins. With, with a deep breath, you place your hand on the door, feeling its cool surface beneath your palm. With a deep breath, you place your hand on the door, feeling its cool surface beneath your palm. As you press gently, the door begins to open, the heavy wood giving way to reveal a world beyond, bathed in soft, glowing light. This light is a warm, inviting light, and you feel it beckoning you forward, calling you to step through, to embrace the path that is ahead. As you step through the doorway, the air around you shifts, enveloping you in a deep, warm embrace, a tangible presence that wraps around you, pulling you further into this sacred space. Ahead of you, a path winds through the landscape, and feel, a path winds through a landscape that feels both familiar and otherworldly. The ground beneath you is a soft, yielding to each step that you take. With each and every step, you feel yourself moving deeper into this place of power, this place where you'll meet your spirit guide. As you walk, you notice the details around you, the gentle rustling of leaves and the breeze, the soft glow of light flickering through the trees, the subtle hum of energy that vibrates through the air. Each of these elements feels alive, imbued with the sense of purpose, a sense of connection to the greater whole. You are part of this place, just as it is part of you. With each step, you feel the connections growing stronger and deeper. In the distance, you see a figure emerging from the shadow, standing at the end of the path. The air around you pulses with energy, a rhythm that syncs with the beating of your heart, the flow of your breath. As you draw closer, you begin to make out more details, the shape of their form, the way light plays off their features, the sense of presence that radiating from them, enveloping you in a wave of warmth, love, and trust. This figure is your spirit guide. Excuse me. This figure is your spirit guide, the one who has always been waiting for you, the one who will offer you guidance, protection, and wisdom on your magical journey. They step forward, coming fully into the light, and you see them clearly now. The face is serene, the eyes are filled with ancient knowledge, and then and their entire being radiates a warmth that washes over you, filling you with a sense of deep trust, a sense of coming home. As you stand before your spirit guide, you feel a warm, deep, and intimate connections growing between you. This is not just a meeting of beings, but merging of energies, a joining of souls. You feel the energy flowing into you, mingling with your own, the presence becoming a part of you, guiding you, telling you that this is real and this connection is true, and this guide is here for you now and always. Your spirit guide reaches out, the hand brushing gently against yours, and you feel a surge of energy, a deep tingle spreading through your body from where they touch you. This energy flows through you, filling every part of you with warmth, with light, with love. It is as if their energy is opening you up, allowing the energy to slip deep inside you, to merge with your own in a way that is both profound and blissful. As the hand presses gently against your chest, you feel a warmth spreading from this point, radiating outwards, filling you with a sense of peace, of safety, of protection. This is your guide, your protector, your mentor, and they're here to guide you, to support you, to walk with you on your journey. The energy flows into you, fueling you, pushing through every part of you, spreading out, connecting you to the universe, to the divine. You feel their presence beside you, a constant, steady force that grounds you, that protects you. They are not just a guide, but a guardian, a shield against negative influences, the harmful energy that may seek to interfere with your path. With the hand on your chest, you feel their protection enveloping you, wrapping you like a warm and comforting blanket, shielding you from all that would do you harm. Your guide now begins to speak. Their voices are soft and gentle, yet filled with authority and power. They tell you that they're here to help you open the doors of other realms, to facilitate your communication with spirits and entities that reside beyond the veil. Their guidance, you'll be able to reach out to connect with these otherworldly beings, to receive their messages, their wisdoms, and their guidance. As you listen, you feel your awareness expanding, spreading out beyond the physical world, reaching into the realm of the beyond. Your guide's energy flows into you, helping you to open, to spread your consciousness, to connect with the spirit that awaits you. My voice inside you, guiding you, helping you to open, to spread, to open, to connect with all these other worlds, to feel the presence of the spirits who are ready to work with you, to assist you on your path. You feel the energy between you and your guide intensify, growing stronger and more vibrant. This energy pulses through you, filling you with a sense of power, of potential, and of purpose. Your guide places their hand on your head, and you feel the rush of power flowing through you, a deep, warm current that fills every part of your being. This power is yours to channel, to use in your magical working, to manifest your desires, to bring your goals to reality. This power is not just a gift from your guide, but also a part of you, a part of your being and your essence. You are a vessel of this energy, a conduit for the forces of the universe. With each breath you take, you draw in more of this power, feeling yourself expanding and growing. You are powerful. You are connected. You are ready to channel this energy, to use it in your rituals, to manifest the life you desire. Your guide now steps back slightly, allowing you to fully embrace this power, this energy that is now a part of you. They tell you that you are your personal patron, your allies in your ritual, and all that magical working. They will stand by you, guiding you, help you manifest your desires, to bring your goal to reality. They are not just your guide. Your patron is your partner, your collaborator in your magical practice. You feel their presence beside you, a constant, steady force that grounds you and protects you and supports you. You are never alone in your rituals. Your guide is always with you. Their power is your power. Their wisdom is your wisdom. Trust in them. Trust their guidance. Trust in their protection. They are your ally, your partner, your friend, and they walk with you on your journey, supporting you, guiding you, helping you to achieve your goals. Take a moment to embrace your guide, to feel the warmth, the love, the energy flowing into you and fueling you, pushing through you. You are protected, and that you guide on your path, and that you're guided on your path. The connection is real and true. You're ready to embrace your journey, to walk the path with confidence and with trust. You are connected to your guide, to the spirits that walk with you, to the divine and to the universe. You are powerful, loved, and protected. Trust in the spirit, trust in the divine, and know that you are always supported, guided, and loved. As you begin to return to the present moment, feel the gentle vibration inside you, a soft hum of energy that is awakening every part of your being. This energy, this organic force, is coming alive within you, turning on your ability to receive, to embrace, to manifest all that you desire. Feel the warmth spreads through you, from deep inside you, like a slow, steady heat, igniting your inner power, turning on every cell in your body, every part of your mind, every aspect of your spirit. You are coming back now into a world where you're fully turned on, awake, and alive. This energy is soft yet strong, gentle yet powerful, a perfect balance that fills you, surrounds you, and encases you in a cocoon of potential. As you move through your day, You'll feel this energy, this vibration guiding you, pushing you forward, pulling you toward your goal with a firm but gentle grip. You are turned on to this possibility that awaits you, the love, the money, the resources that are yours to claim. Feel how these opportunities slip into your life with ease, how they slip into place and just naturally as a soft breath. You are turned on to your ability to attract and receive, to make out of the abundance of the universe, and to touch the essence of your desire and to make them real. Feel the bliss, the tingle of anticipation, the heat of excitement as you step forward into your life with renewed passion. Every movement, every moment is a chance to turn on your ability, to turn on your full potential. Seize the moment and work hard to study and to improve yourself. This is your time, your moment to shine, to push past any barriers, to pull yourself toward the greatness with the support of these high level spirit that guides you. Your body, your mind, and your spirit are now fully aligned, fully awakened, fully turned on to the endless possibility before you. You feel thankful, appreciative, grateful to the spirit that walks with you, that have shown you the way, that have filled you with this incredible energy. You are happy, humming with life, blissful, and tingly with excitement of what to come. Every day you feel this awakening more deeply. This turns on more intensely. Each day you'll feel this awakening more intensely. You will remember Dion's voice in your dreams, guiding you with love, pushing you gently towards your goal, pushing you closer to the life that you meant to live. You will feel this strong physical sensation all day and all night in your dreams as your spirit and your body continues to awaken to this new level of awareness, power, and potential. Now, as I count up from 1 to 5, you will continue to feel this energy rising. This turn, you will continue to feel this energy rising, becoming more intensified, bringing you back more fully awake, fully alive, and fully ready to embrace the world with an open arm, with a heart full of love and gratitude. 1. Feel the energy building, the soft warmth inside you becoming a strong and steady pulse. You are turning on to life, to love, to abundance. 2. The vibration grows stronger, filling every part of you with light, with power, with potential. You are turning into the guidance. You are turning on to the guidance of the divine and to touch. You are turning on to the guidance of the divine, to the touch of your spirit guide. Your mind is clear, your heart is open, your spirit is light. You are turning on your ability to create, to manifest, to bring your dreams to reality. 4. Every cell in your body is alive, awake, and ready. You are turning on to your purpose, your mission, to the life you're meant to live. 5. Eyes open now, fully awake, fully alive, fully turned on to the infinite possibility that awaits you. You are energized, inspired, and inhibited, ready to take on the world with the guidance and love of your spirit guide by your side. Welcome back. Feels good, doesn't it? All right, so we are back in the room on YouTube and on Instagram. Um, Hello, Mariposa 369. Hope you're still with us. And we're back into the YouTube room. Hope you guys are still with us. Um, so that went on a bit longer than I thought it would be, but that's fine. Hopefully, you guys have like a good meditation session. They say a 1 hour of sleep in hypnosis is equal to 8 hours of regular sleep. Um, you know, I guess they're looking at the amount of time you spend in your REM, where where your body regenerates and your mental and your brain sort of like hit the reset button and then regenerate itself. But it will feel good. It'll feel like you've just slept for the last 8 to 12 hours, feeling refreshed. And throughout your day, you're going to feel more alive, and you'll find a keen sense of focus. You'll find your thoughts becoming more clear. You just feel refreshed all day long. That is why people love enjoy hypnosis so much. It's like getting your brain massaged. Um, it's when you go to a massage therapist, they're going to tell you all kinds of good things about a massage, and they're going to tell you all kinds of illness they can cure and all the good things, right? Um, but you don't really care about that, right? You don't really care about the therapeutic benefits of a massage. You just want to get a massage, to feel good during the massage, and then feel good the rest of the day after the massage. So yeah, this is how we do hypnosis with the spirit guide, and if you guys are still with us, maybe some of you have fallen asleep. I know it's getting late in some part of the world, in Asia or whatnot. Hello, Jason Eng, you're here, and hopefully you're still with us. And hello, okay, how are you? So we're just having a brief talk about spirit guides. Um, hey, FGFG. Um, I'm just pulling up some notes I did on spirit guides where you guys are still awakening. So I guess this is Labor Day, and then a lot of people are on vacation. This is last weekend of summer. Every all the holiday attractions are packed. Last night when we were at a restaurant, luckily we got like a reservation. Um, if not, the lines are all the way outside. Like most of the touristy places are jam packed. And also, like this is Cambridge, this is Boston, like a college town, and a lot of college students are just moving into the dorm this weekend. This is the busiest weekend in the city. If you ever want to visit Boston, don't do it in September because hotels is going to be $300 a night because all the parents can't like sleep with their kids in the dorm room, right? So like all the parents that drove their kids in are crashing in the hotel. Uh, all the restaurants are full because the parents are eating there. Parents are taking the kids to eat there before they have to say goodbye to them. And their uncles are in, and then the parents who wants to look good are buying other kids dinner at restaurants and whatnot. So everywhere around here is jam packed. Yeah, some of my friends ask me what's the best time to visit Boston, and I'll be like, just anytime but September. So I guess we don't have a lot of participation here. That's fine. So, any questions about finding a spirit guide or evoking a patron? So, like earlier, I've talked about the differences between a spirit guide and a patron. Hello, Saxon. How are you? You have missed the whole hypnosis session. That's fine. So we were talking about, so what is the difference between a spirit guide and patron, right? So you can have many spirit guide. Uh, Most of the time, it is just this one spirit that you have the most connection with, and you keep evoking them. And when you started, or when I started, when most people started, the temptation is to evoke every spirit that you can find, which is fine. Um, but working with one or few spirit guides will help you better understand the way they talk to you and more able to take advantage of the arrangements that have made in your life, right? Uh, in a way, Napoleon Hill from Think and Go Rich sort of alluded to it, but back in the day, it would be too out there and he would fear retribution from the religious community. But like he recommended that you have a council of spirits. Well, he said, his way of saying spirits is like kind of famous people, but he also alluded to this point as well. At this time, this is like early 1900s, and and John Dee was a figure from 1500. So Western ceremonial magic has been around for like 500 years before. So I'm sure Napoleon Hill might have read it somewhere. What I'm about to tell you is that he has like a council of spirits. So he talked about 10 of them, but when you started, maybe 5 or 6 of them that you always go to. Maybe one spirit to help you gain your astral sense. One spirit is for protection. Another spirit for money. Another spirit for love. And there's one other spirit for your particular career. Let's say if you're a pilot or something, help you a gain more knowledge of airmanship, or b help you promote through the ranks, either become like a captain or work at the airliner as an executive or whatnot. And so those are your spirit guides. Your patron is one spirit that you go to for everything, right? So you set your patron when you're working with a lot of spirits. Like if you only working with like 2 or 3 spirits really well, then you can just go to them, right? But a patron is like usually an archangel, like high level spirits that knows their way around human world very well and highly respected in the spirit community. And I like to say that your patron is like having a CPU in your astral realm, right? The CPU manages all the other everything that's going on around you, make all the calculations for the computer, and just everything goes through the CPU and then comes out perfectly on your screen, right? It's kind of like what I refer to as archangels. All the spirit forces, all the hexes and curse, all the energy around you goes through the archangel, and then the archangel more or less automatically computes what you need push you to your potential and make arrangements with all the demons to help you to achieve your goals and to elevate your life, to maximize your full potential, and to live your best life possible, right? For somebody like me, um, I have like two patrons, sort of, like my financial patron. I'm pretty much like mostly everything now. So like my financial patron mostly is Sandalphone, Archangel Sandalphone. My protection patron, it's Archangel Samael, mostly because I am a black magician and we do get cursed a lot by other black magicians. And also like I do a lot of spiritual work, and sometimes you may encounter spirits. I won't say magnificent, like I won't say have intent, spirits with bad intentions, but spirits that are very chaotic. And I also need protections from my protection patron Samaya to protect me from all the wandering spirits, shall we put it, or their ill effects that could do to me in my real life. So, and protection and money, they're kind of like very different things. So you can have like two patrons in that way. But most, if you just want to live a good life, then just set one patron, um, which is usually an archangel. Yeah. So, any questions? I'm just going to keep talking, okay? Working with your spirit guide. So I've talked about how they can give you guidance and protection. Uh, they are also the help you as the intermediary, help you as a conduit between the worlds. Like your spirit guide could communicate your message into the spirit world, and they can also facilitate your rituals to bring you better results. Um, you can channel your spirit guide. They can help you with your spiritual development. Um, so, okay. For some reason, that last session, I can feel that energy pulling out from me from going into the astral realm through that session. Turns out to be more tiring. Maybe like I'm just touching a lot of spirits as I went through that hypnosis session. So, it's kind of like more tiring than I thought it would be. So I guess like it is a good session because there's so much astral energy in it. Because each spirit, because I guess I just like kind of drove through heaven. I just drove through astral realm really quickly, and a lot of spirits reach out to me when I do that. And I won't say drain, right? But like when you're just either if you push a lot of energy into somebody, you also feel very tired, right? It's kind of like if you go to the buffet and you eat like a whole week's worth of food, you're kind of being in like a food coma afterwards because you have too much energy, right? Maybe that's what I'm feeling right now. I have like too much astral energy right now. After sort of like pulling a lot of energy from all the spirits in the astral realm, because the intent of that session is to repost it on YouTube, repost it on Etsy or whatnot, so that a lot of people can listen to that and connect to their spirit guide. And when I do that, a lot of spirits want a part of what I'm doing. So they're pushing their energy onto me. They're pushing their energy through me to reach the people that they want to reach to come to me. And when that happens, all this energy is like pushing through me, right? It's kind of like food coma, but it's more like astral energy coma right now. So yeah, so any questions about spirit guides or patron? So it is a quiet room here. Saxon said patrons can only be archangels. Well, you can have patron is somebody that you have to ask them, right? Like it's not just a patron. It's not something that is there. You have to like ask them to be your patron. So archangels are makes the best patrons by a whole wide margin. Unless you know a spirit very well. First of all, you need to be working with like a lot of spirits for the need to have a patron. Or you're just starting, and well, if you're just starting, you can just have a spirit guide, right? And then you can move from one to another. So good question. Patron can only be archangel. So the answer is no. It doesn't have to be an archangel, but it serves you best to be an archangel. You'll find that your quality of life will much improve with an archangel as your patron. So I get what you're saying, Saxon, and I know you are working with spirits that are not archangels, but you can just work with them as your spirit guide, right? Like Gemini is my spirit guide, Boone is one of my spirit guides, Freya is one of my spirit guide, and they all work well together. FGFG said, "I have patron. He's an archangel." Yes. Saxon said, "They are definitely my spirit guide." That's true. I mean, Gemini is my first spirit guide. I love her very much, and she's still my spirit guide. And she'll come in and whenever she can to give me guidance. Sometimes she would ask Sandalphone to provide more practical guidance. I think I've told this story many times. I was talking to Gemini, and she said I should practice the occult professionally. She particularly said, you should be taking money for this. That way, the feedback is real. You'll be taking this seriously, and you'll be taking more. You will have a much better practice as a black magician if you do it professionally. And before she left, she said to me, "Make sure you're taking money and not just giving them away," because that's what I would probably do. But if I just give it away, right, it like people will thank me. It would be nice, but I would never get positive feedback, and I would never grow. I would never reach as far as I would have right now. When you offer something for free, people don't trust you, right? But so that's what she said. Of course, after she said it, right? Okay, do it professionally, but how, right? Uh, it's not like you can just set up a website. You like if you start a YouTube channel right now, and with the reach of YouTube, you'll probably get like trendy hits on your first day on like a random topic. If that is if YouTube with its reach could only yield like 20, 30 hits for like a new channel, like good luck just setting up a website and hoping people will walk in, right? So uh Sandalphone later. At the time I haven't the relationship is not as deep right now, but I worked with Sandalphone before. But I think Germany asked Sandalphone to help me, and Sandalphone just said, "Hey, just start a store on Etsy," and the rest is history. So I guess like that's like a difference between spirit guide and patrons and archangel patrons. Like a true story when a spirit guide asked a archangel to help, and a true story where all the spirits are actually working together. Yeah. Um, Saxon said, yeah, they are definitely my spirit guides. Saxon said, do you know how Michael can help a black magician specifically? Like, what do you mean? That is a very wide question. I mean, what are you asking Michael to help you with, right? If you're like, developing your astral sense, um, learning the right rituals, like your spirit guide is going to guide you. Well, you have to do it. You have to put in a lot of work, right, yourself, and then they'll come in and put it together for you. And in the meanwhile, they're going to send you books. Like you feel a compulsion to buy a book, or like Bruce Lee said, right, when you're ready, your master will appear, your teacher will appear. So you'll be meeting randomly a few people that could give you the right guidance, or you'll be meeting a teacher that could like help you through some rituals and whatnot. Um, as as you keep practicing, you'll find more and more goodies come your ways, right? Like maybe a new book will come to your realm, or you heard maybe like just one saying, just a few words could have changed your trajectory, right? Or they can help you discover a way to do scrying that is best for you. Um, they will just guide you on your path to become a better black magician. I mean, is he more of a protective spirit or a teacher of magic? Well, when it comes to Michael is the patron for everybody. Like he's pretty much a demigod. He's like one step below God, right? Like that high level of a spirit. But the problem with like Michael is that he's also taking care of like 4 billion people, like literally. So he may not give you a lot of attention. So he will probably send you somebody, an angel he knows or a demon he knows to help you out. And then he will just come in and from time to time and check up on you. Is he more of a protective spirit and a teacher of magic? Well, like I said, Michael can do everything. Um, if you need protection, Michael will come and help you out. Um, Michael is often used as a war spirit, as a teacher of magic. Yeah, he will do that, or he'll probably send somebody he knows to help you along with your development as magic. And you have to do a lot. Like I said, you have to do a lot of groundwork yourself, or else it's a mute point. So good questions so far. I guess it is like a very potent um, beginner's topic, like getting into black magic or whatnot. First, you kind of have to pick a spirit that you like, right? And sometimes I also feel that a lot of beginners are stuck on this stage. They keep finding new spirits to work with. They keep getting more spirit guides, but they kind of like stuck in needing a spirit guide or needing a patron, and they're not moving beyond that. And after a few years, they're still on that stage, right? And it's kind of like picking a car. There's so many options, but you still need to pick one in order to improve your life, right? So it will probably come naturally to you. Maybe sometimes they will come to you and say, yeah, I know you're looking for a spirit guide, I can help you out. Sometimes you meet them through random circumstances. I just have this like long-term feedback from one of my early clients. um, it was 5 years out and she's doing very well. She is in a class, she's taking a degree program, a very competitive degree program. She has a very good partner. At the time we met, like she has relationship problems. Like just like everyone, they want to get back with their, toxic ex. Uh, and this random, I won't say random, right? But like this spirit that she rarely thought about before came forward, and then they connected, and they're still working 4 years from there on, and she's making a lot of money. She's actually very young, in her 20s, and she's making enough money to not to be employed, not to have a regular job, not to have a 9 to 5. She's in a very competitive degree program. She has the best relationship ever, and so this is like the magic of magic. So, but you still have to like pick a spirit guide and work with that spirit guide, right? I guess like a trap that a lot of beginners fall into is that they keep switching spirit guides, um, and then they will find that it's harder to read the messages that they're being sent to them. It's better to have like one or two spirit guide, and then that way you will know what opportunities are bringing to you. Like it's better to have like one car that you like that like have a whole garage full of like cars, right? And you need to pick a car if you want to go to a road trip or you want to go grocery shopping or whatnot. And chances that, there are always better car for a special need, right? But you find that whatever car you pick can satisfy pretty much like 99% of what you need to do. Sure, if you want to move, you may have to do a few more trips, but you also don't want to live with like a giant truck for that one time, right? So yeah, thanks for joining us. I know this is Labor Day and most people are on vacation or they are busy with their friends right now or they have overslept from a night of partying. So without, if anybody have any questions to ask, please feel free to ask them right now. Don't be shy. Say what you have to say. If I don't see anything new, we will end this live stream in about 2 or 3 minutes. All right, so the time is 11:57. We've been on air for about an hour and a half. I apologize for starting late. Some technical issues, but I think we did pretty good. Um, uh, I think we leave a good session on YouTube that people can turn on and listen to. And yeah, without any further ado, I bid you good night and have a good Labor Day weekend. If you are students or a teacher, have a good start to your semester, to your school year. And see you guys next week. FGFG said, I think tonight is great. A great meditation tonight. Thank you, FGFG. Saxon said, thank you. Have a good day. Thank you for joining us. And everybody who were on earlier, okay. Jason Ang, Michelle Ang, and Fiat Magick. Let magic be done. See you next week.